All right, good afternoon, my crafty friends. How are you doing today? Today is a Wednesday. I think it's the 17th, something, anyway, somewhere around there of August, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Okay, let me see. What do I have today? Well, let me introduce myself first. For some reason, I always forget to do that. Anyways, my name is Judy Menlove, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Markham, Ontario, Canada. So if you're joining me live today, please say hello. And if you're watching the replay, please say hello and let me know where you're from. Okay, so today we're going to talk about how to use up your scraps. So first of all, I did want to say though that there are only 2 weeks left of celebration. So if you don't have your orders in to get free product, you might want to do that soon. And just a reminder that there was 10 more products added at the beginning of August to celebration. So there are lots of items available for a $60 order and for a $120 order. Okay. So that's really all I have today. I don't have any announcements or anything. I'm kind of still on vacation mode. So we were at the cottage, as you know, as I posted last week, and had some friends up, and we had a great time. The girls I've known since kindergarten, and hi Shirley, thanks for joining me today. And anyways, I've known them since kindergarten. There are no secrets amongst us, obviously. And fortunately, the guys all get along well as well. So yeah, so we had a good time. Now, tomorrow we're heading back up again. This is why I'm in vacation mode. I get so confused. Am I in the city? Am I at the cottage? Where am I today? Yeah, so we've got 4 birthdays to celebrate on the weekend. So we've got my husband's, my son's, and 2 of my grandsons. So we're all heading up to the cottage to celebrate that. But I will be back by Wednesday, so I will be live again next week. So no vacation mode for my Facebook Lives. Okay, enough chit chat. Let's get going. All right, so let me turn the camera down. Maybe, let me see if I can figure this out. Somehow, sometimes when I do Facebook Live, they seem to move the buttons and I can't find the one to flip the camera. But anyways, okay, let's see what I can do here. I have to unscrew this, first of all, and we'll pull this down. We'll try and flip that. And how am I doing so far? Not doing too bad, I don't think. We'll just tighten that up. And, okay, I want to come down a little bit more. I want to come over this way a little bit more. Okay, I'm always going off camera, so I'm going to try and do this. And I'm going to try and see if I can get this to come up on my iPad. My light's not working that well today. Come on. There we go. Okay, so where am I on my iPad? Come on. Are you going to come up? You know, I'm telling you, Facebook changed all this stuff, and honestly, I just can't figure it out for the life of me. All right, there I am. Lots of shadows. Do we have lots of shadows? Okay, that's my arm that was creating the shadow. Okay, all right. So if you're anything like me, you have a container full of scraps, tiny scraps. The bigger scraps I keep with my cardstock, okay? But these scraps are really too little to punch anything out with, okay? You might be able to punch something out with that. Anything bigger than that goes back in my with my cardstock. But these little things are just really too small to reuse. So what do you do with all this? I don't want to throw them out because I hate to throw out paper, and you just never know what you're going to do. So anyways, I pulled some colors here that were in my box. These ones, for some reason, all happen to be basically the same size. So, except for this pink one here. But anyways, so I wanted to show you this card. And this is what I'm going to make. Oh no, okay, so I still got the volume on this iPad. There we go. Okay, apologies for that. All right, so this is the one we're going to make today for now, and then I might have time to show you another one. All right, so I actually saw a YouTube video on this from another demonstrator in the UK whose name is Esther Howard. So thank you, Esther, for showing me this, because I really do like it, obviously, and that's why I'm going to do it. Okay, so this piece is a piece of just white cardstock, which is 5 inches by 3 3/4. So 1/2 inch smaller than a regular card size. And I'm still going to trim this down after. So I'm just going to put glue all over this. And I want to make sure that wherever I cut it, it's going to stick. So I'm going to put lots of glue. There we go. That should be okay. And then I'm just going to take some pieces. And actually, I think I'll start with, this one. And you can put them on straight if you want. I'm going to put mine on an angle. And however much of an angle you want to use, you can do that as well. And I'm just going to glue it on. Just like that. And then I'm going to butt it up against the other one. And glue that in. I'm just kind of following actually the colors that I already had here. And then we'll just put that one in. Just kind of pushing it up against the other one. All right, this one's a little too long, so I'm just going to cut it. I don't know what happened to my scissors. No, I put my card on top of my scissors, so I can't find it. I'm just going to cut that in half. Sometimes they are long, and then I just cut them in half, or it depends on what I'm going to do with them. And then we'll do a pink. He's kind of long too, so we'll cut him. And he's kind of big, but that's okay. All right, so it doesn't matter that it's not going all the way to the bottom because I am going to trim it. Although I will try. No, he's stuck already. I should have moved that down a little bit. And I didn't, but that's okay. All right. And then we'll put another piece here. So this just gives you something else to do with all your scraps rather than throw them out. And here's a yellow piece. I'm not going to bother to put anything at the end because, again, I'm going to trim that off. And we'll put another big pink piece here. Oh, it's just going to fit. And a green piece. And I forgot the purple piece. Oh well. Put the purple piece here. Okay, so all that is glued down. So now I'm going to take, I'm not going to cut this for a minute, but I'm going to take this die. This is the Dots and Spots die, which you can get free with a $120 order. This is one of the items they've added to Celebration. This is an excellent deal. I believe this is around $40, so this is a great deal for Celebration. If you place an order for $120, you can get this for free. This was actually on my wish list, and then when I saw it for Celebration, yeah, I grabbed it. Like, why pay? Why pay for it when I can get it for free, right? I've got glue all over me. So I'm just going to see if I can get a wet one here. And see if I can get some of the glue off so I'm not transferring it to my project. Okay, so I'm just going to put this on here like this. Okay, I'm going to try and bring my cut and emboss machine in. And I know that I should move the camera up, but I'm not going to, so. All right. And I'm gonna try and make sure it's kind of straight before I do that. Although I don't think it really matters. And I'll just put that on there and put this piece on top and feed it through. And you know, I can't do this on this piece of paper. Okay, now because you're going through 2 layers here with the extra paper on top, I'm just going to run it back again the other way just to make sure it all goes through. Okay. Let me move that over here. Let me see if I can glue this back down for a sec here. Obviously it didn't work too well, but okay, what do we got here? So now we have all these cute little things that have been popped out. So you can take your brush and see what you can get out of that. It's not working too well, so I'm just going to take my little pokey tool and poke all these out. So bear with me a minute. You want things to be nice. Sometimes it takes time. So, anything exciting going on with anyone? I don't have any stories to tell. So it's just going to be dead air. I'm just going to try and get rid of all these now. Maybe I should have trimmed it first. That might have been better. But I didn't, so this is the way it is, right? All right. Let's get rid of some of these. And I'm going to put all these in the garbage. Now, actually, what she did was she saved a lot of these, and the girl in the UK, and put them in a shaker card. So that if you don't want to throw them out, that's something else you could do, is you could save all those little things you punched out and use them in a shaker card. All right, let me put that over here. And I need to bring my trimmer in. And, okay, first I need to cut this with my scissors because I need a straight edge. Okay, so I'm just going to trim this off with my scissors. I could trim it all with my scissors, but this would be faster, hopefully. All right. So you know what? I'm not even measuring. I'm just going to kind of take some more off. And then we'll go over to there. I'm also trying to do a line here where the holes are not. Am I up too high here? Sorry. So when I trim it, as you know, the blade cuts here. I'm trying to cut it so it won't cut a hole. Not that it matters. Personally, I just like it better. Still got some things in here. All right, and one more. So what this ends up, what size this is, I have no idea. I'm just cutting until I'm happy. Yeah, where's my little thing? My little pokey tool I need again. I got a couple more to poke out. There we are. Okay, now this one I think is a little bit bigger. So do I want it a little bit smaller? No, I think it'll be fine. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, I ran this through another die that doesn't cut. This is a Stitched Greenery die, and it doesn't cut, it just, well, it cuts, but it just kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It's more like a stitch, okay? But it doesn't actually cut all the way through. So I think you can probably see that. All right. So do you want me to do that or just leave it? What do you think? I think it looks a little bit nicer myself. So I think I'm going to do it. So I'm not going to bring the camera back. You know how to do this. So I'm just going to put that in and do it. I will be right back. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Oh, I've got a piece of paper in here. All right. Okay, let's see how that turns out. Yeah, see, it just adds more little oomph, okay, rather than just being quite so plain. So I already have a piece of basic white thick, and this is 4 1/4 by 8 1/2, scored at 5 1/2. So my card is going this way for a change. And so we have two options. One, this is just kind of loose there from when it was embossed. Okay, so just put it on like that and leave it plain. Or I also embossed a piece of paper using the painted texture. So I can stick this piece on here. Oh, this is just a little too big. I'm gonna have to trim that. And then put that on top, just to give it a little something extra. And I don't know if I like that. This one, I used the timber, and I actually think I like that better. So I may, yeah, this will be fine. Okay, I just need to trim this off because it's a little bit too big. I want it a little bit smaller than the card. I think I'm going to cut this at 4. So it is just a smidge too big. Not that was the way I wanted to cut it. Where's my card? I don't think this is the right size. Is this actually 4 1/4? No, this card is only 4 inches. So this card is too small. So let me get another piece of basic white thick, and we'll start at the beginning. I wondered why it didn't fit right. Okay. So because I'm making the card the other way, we're going to cut this at 4 1/4. Oh, hi, Jane. How are you? Hi, Mary. Sorry, my comments just disappeared as fast as they came up. Okay, and then we're going to score that at 5 1/2. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay. All right, so that's on there. So what do you think? Now I've made this too. It'll do. Okay. Just a little bit of that. You know what? This is too small, but it's okay. It'll do. Nobody said it had to be big, right? Okay. So I'm going to ask you guys now that I have more people here. So just plain like that. I will put it on dimensionals. Okay, so it will be popped up a little bit. Or do you like it better with this underneath it? Or would you rather have the timber embossing folder used? So many questions. Okay, I'll hold that one up so you can see better. So that was with the timber embossing folder. This is with the painted texture embossing folder. And this is with nothing. Okay, what do we got? Anybody? Anybody? Did you guys get all that thunder? Wow, it was thundering like crazy and for quite a while. Then we lost the power for, you know, just enough to throw everything off, like 5 seconds. And then I think we got 2 drops of rain and that was it. No, you guys don't want to comment at all? Mary likes the painted texture. Thank you, Mary. I'm so glad somebody answered me. Okay, I'm just gonna put the painted texture on here. I'm gonna give my card a crease and find my glue. Here he is. All right, I'll put the painted texture on. I don't know, there's something about a totally naked card background that I just don't like. But that's just me. Okay, so then I'm just going to take a bunch of the mini dimensionals. Where are my minis? Hello, minis. Oh, normally that's all I can find. Here's some, okay. So, and I'm just going, I want to put a fair amount on, but I don't want to put too many because I'd be here all day. So, I'll put them in the corners where I can put them in the corners. And I'm going to put a couple along the edges here. And a couple along here. I know I could use the strips, but they're kind of thick, and you know what, to try and get strips in amongst all this, I figure this is just as easy. But if you guys do this, you can use whatever your little heart desires. Okay, and I'm just going to put some in the middle here, there, and everywhere. And no, I think that's enough. One more there. Okay. Oh, now I get to peel them all off. All right. Let's try this. Might be a little bit faster. I think it is faster. Oh. Yeah, I put a lot on here, eh? Okay. And my card. And we'll just put that on like that. Yeah, this is a lot bigger than the other one. So this one, I put a little happy birthday at the bottom, but there isn't going to be enough room to do that on this one. So I think I'm going to stick with the same colors, which was the Orchid Oasis. And I used the double oval punch. So I'm just going to do that again. And then I need a little piece of white. A piece of white. Here's a little piece. And if you have a narrow piece like this, you can just feed it through the bottom rather than a bigger piece where you're going to waste, because it'll cut the top one as well. Okay. And then I think I'm just going to stamp this one happy birthday as well, because you can never have enough birthday cards, right? Never. Okay. And we're going to stamp this in the Orchid Oasis as well. And this happy birthday is from the Peaceful Moments stamp set, which is in the annual catalog. And just stamp that. Looks good. Close that up. And a little bit of glue on this. And we'll glue that on there. All right, so I think I'm still going to put, oh yeah, he'll fit down there. That's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to glue over on this side. And here's my other little package of mini dimensionals. Here they are. So I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals at the bottom. Because this is raised, you want the bottom part of that to be raised so it's even. And then the top part is going to have some glue, and I'm just going to put one more dimensional over here at the edge. And then we'll pull these off. And that looks pretty good. There. How's that? And no, I'm not going to put on any rhinestones or any type of embellishment. Okay, so that's that one. I'm going to show you another quick one. I was going to try and be real quick, but I don't know that I will be real quick. But this is actually taking me longer than I had anticipated. But this one's a little bit faster, I think. I've already cut these pieces as well. So these pieces are all cut on an angle. Okay, so you have a thicker part and a narrower part. And I've already pre-cut these, except for this one, just so I could show you how to do this. I want to make sure that I'm on camera here. So I'm just going to put it on an angle like that, and then just bring it down and cut it. Okay? And they can be thick or thin. This one's a little too thick for me, so I'm just going to trim that up a bit. Okay. Okay, so now this is why I have my silicone mat, as you will soon see. This is a regular piece of, this is basic black cardstock, and it is 5 1/4 by 4. So it's just a little bit smaller than a regular card base. So when I finish gluing all my strips on, I'm going to cut that down and put it on top of there. Okay, so it will look like, I will show you, it will look like this. Okay, all right, so, you can put and you can see, you can put the card this way, or you could put it this way, whatever you want. All right, so I'm not going to put glue all over because you want to have some black spacing. You could do this on white, but for some reason I like the black, so I'm going to do this on the black. Okay, and you can start with whatever color your little heart desires. Like I said, it just depends on what you have in your stash. And I'm going to put the glue all the way to the ends because I want to make sure that it's going to stay when I recut it. And the first piece is going to go even with this, with the edge of that, okay? And again, it's on the silicone mat, so it won't stick. Well, it will stick, but it will come off very easily, okay? So purple, I don't know, maybe we'll do some pink here. And you're going to want to turn them the other way. So every other one is going to go the other way. And leave a little bit of space in between. Okay, so your thick part's down here, then your thick part is up there, then your next piece, your thick part's going to be down here. All right, so maybe I'll put the red on next. And again, it's going to be, your big part will be down here. And just give it a nice glue. I think we'll do this blue one now. Yeah, I'm not watching the comments. Hi, Brenda, how are you? Because I've got my head down here and I'm busy gluing away, so if I miss the comments, I do apologize, but I will look at them later. And maybe we'll go, we'll do maybe a green next. This is just stuff I pulled out of my pieces. So if you want to do this card, use your scraps. Don't be cutting pieces. Well, if you really want to do this card, you can cut pieces. But I prefer if you could just use your scraps, because I would think everybody has scraps. There's kind of a purple piece. This will be nice. Try this one. And again, you're going to go all the way to the end. Okay, there's a pretty blue one. Come on. And again, I'm not worried that it's a little short because I'm going to trim it all. I want to get rid of that glue there though. Okay, how about some yellow? Whoops. Don't ask me what all these colors are because I don't know off the top of my head. I could guess on most of them, but nope, wrong way. Not that it really matters. Okay, we'll put that one there. Oh, this is pretty. I like this color. This looks like Bermuda Bay. Oh, Jean, you've made the cards. Yeah, they're very nice, aren't they, eh? Did you use a white background or a black background? I got some glue there. And what do I got left here? I'll do this color. Oh, Jean did the black as well. Yes, I much prefer the black. I find the black to be much more striking. Okay, and maybe one more. I'll use the green. And that one can go there like that. And I want to make sure that one is really adhered because I think this is probably, might be where it's going to be cut. I've got lots of glue in between here. And then you just pull this up. And all the glue will be on your mat, but that's okay because you can just wipe your mat. I'm just going to put that to one side and I will wipe it later. All right, so I have a flat line here, a square line, because I made sure the first piece I put in was square. Now you may get glue all over this, but that's okay. You can just wipe it all off later. Okay, So I'm going to put that in there like that. And again, I don't know what size this is going to be. Hopefully it's going to be close. Might have actually cut too much off. No, I think that'll be okay. Yeah, see, so it's all going to stick there, but that's okay because I can wipe all that off. So that is not a big deal. Actually, I think I'll just go this way. Yeah, we'll just pull that off. And one more. About there. And there you have it. Actually, you know what? There isn't anything there, so I'm going to cut a little bit more off. No, I need more. Yeah, that green might all be cut off by the time I'm done. There we go. A little smidgen of green. That's okay. All right, put that over there. And then we're just going to adhere that to there with some glue. This is big enough. I don't need anything on the back in the way of an embossing folder. I think this is fine. That may need a little bit more glue. Oh, or may not. Maybe he'll stick eventually. I'll just leave him for now. And there it is. Now this one, I'm not going to put a sentiment on this because I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So this one, I just, again, use the double oval punch and use just the scalloped one. And then my sentiment was from the Waves of Inspiration. You're So Totally Awesome. And then I just cut it out with a pair of scissors. Okay. This one, actually, you know what? This one will probably be birthday again. So maybe I'll just do that. I need a piece of black. Again, you can never have enough birthday cards, right? So I might as well do it while I'm here. And we'll do the happy birthday. Get the blue off of here. We'll do the happy birthday just in black. Okay, so you see what I mean? My piece isn't narrow enough, so when I cut this, I was probably off camera. You get the whole thing. There, in case I was off camera, I don't know. See, so you'll get that piece and that piece. And I really only, look at that, stuck to the glue. Okay, happy birthday. And we'll just put that on there like so. And we'll glue that on to the black piece. My glue's getting all tacky now. There we go, just plain happy birthday. Need to cover this up. And a couple of dimensionals on here. 1, 2, you know me, I like to make sure that there's lots of dimensionals so that it stays and doesn't fall off in the mail. And if I don't send it out for 6 months, it'll still be stuck on there. That's the reason why I use so many dimensionals. This one doesn't want to come off. There we go. And I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna keep this the same way as well. I'm just gonna put that there, like that. There we go. Okay, so sorry I took so long today. So there are the 2 cards we made. So there's something you can do with your scraps. And if you really like this, you can just do it and not even with your scraps. You can just use whatever you have. Okay. Black. Yeah, Jean made them with black. Okay, just wanted to make sure there weren't any more comments. Anyways, I hope you enjoy that. I hope you like it. And I hope to see you back here next Wednesday. Okay, so just a reminder, only 2 more weeks left for celebrations. So get those orders in so you can get your free stuff. Okay. All right, you guys, you have a great week, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Take care. Bye-bye.